very nicely and very gently as you're making yourself comfortable. Just take that nice and deep breath from your diaphragm and allow yourself to release tension, stress in your body, and move very nicely into this peace zone of yours that is so very calming and relaxing and powerful at the same time. Notice the motivation, notice the encouragement that's in this feeling as well. And this feeling allows you just to move out and move forward. This feeling allows you to consider things that you haven't considered before. These positive feelings that exist within your peace zone are going to make it easier for you to act, feel, and believe in a different way, in a positive way, in a way that you want to move. The old fears and the old avoidances of the past are in the past. We deliberately turn our back on them and say, I have chosen the present. I have chosen the present day. I have decided to live in my peace zone. I have decided to let my calmness and my peace and my strength flow through me, be strong in me, and bring out my own inner confidence and strength. My eyes are on the present day. My eyes are focused on the good. My eyes are focused toward my peace and my very powerful peace zone. Again, I just relax down and let out any stress, any negative kind of emotion at all. I notice that all throughout my body, my peace is just calming down each and every muscle group. It's just relaxing me to the place where I can be very much in touch with my peace zone, with this power, with this strength, with this confidence. All of these emotions, all of these feelings live inside me. I can use them, I can access them any time I so choose. My peace zone is growing stronger every day. As a result of experiences we've had in the past, our life has taken on the meaning that it has now. But we deliberately turn our back on those things that have caused us problems, people's words that have caused us problems and tripped us up, people's lack of approval, people's judgment, people's evaluations, anything that comes from someone that has been hurtful, that has been deceitful, that has been negative in any way. We release those negative emotions. We let those negative emotions go. Those things happened in the past. Now, the choice is to become a new person. I choose to become a new person. I choose to move in my peace zone. I choose to focus my eyes ahead on the present and the future. As I begin to focus on today, as I begin to focus on the present, I am creating a new world all around me. This new world I'm creating all around me is not a fantasy. This new world that I'm creating all around me is the truth. It is rationality itself. In the past, I believed things that weren't true. My past thinking was a fantasy. In the past, I over-exaggerated. In the past, I was hypersensitive. In the past, I blew things out of proportion and catastrophized. But now, I choose to think more rationally. I choose to think more in line with the truth. As my eyes are focused ahead on the present day, I am creating a new world for myself. And this world is the real world. This world is the rational world. This world is the true world. And I choose to exist in my rational, true world. For example, if you expect other people to dislike you, then they probably will. This is something from the past that we turn our back on. And if we expect other people to like us, if this thought, belief, and feeling is inside of us, that we expect others to like us, after all, why shouldn't they? Then they probably will. You see, you have more power than you ever thought. You have more power to create your own world than you ever thought. As you move forward into the present in your peace zone, you will be creating a new world for yourself that is better, that is more rational, that is much more in touch with what's happening. I choose this rationality. I choose this truth. I choose the power that's inside the truth. I turn my back on the old ways of feeling and thinking. I turn my back on blowing things out of proportion. I turn my back on taking things too personally. I turn my back on all the thin-skinned things that I believed at one time. No longer do I believe those things that aren't truthful. No longer do I believe those things that are lies. No longer do I trust and believe in things that are irrational and do not make any sense. Instead, I choose the present. Instead, I choose my peace zone. Instead, I choose this new way of living. Instead, I choose and create my own new world all around me that is a rational world. It is a positive world. It's the world that I am going to live in starting today and every day of my life. When I have expectations in my mind and automatically act on them, I make things happen. My expectations become the truth because my expectations are believed. So I choose to expect the good. I choose to accept the positive. I choose to accept my new life, my progress, my new world. I choose to accept what is good and what is healthy for me. I expect to be liked. I expect to be at peace, whether I'm at home, whether I'm in public, whether I'm at work or at school. I expect my peace zone to help me as it grows stronger and stronger every day. In the past, we've been stuck in a negative cycle. One negative experience reminds us of another negative experience, and the feelings would flood in, and they would consume us, and we would find ourselves in a very nasty, vicious cycle that we reject right this very moment. We have no intention of going back. We have no intention of moving into the dark. We have no intention of living our lives in our irrationality and in lies and in untruths. Instead, we choose the future. Instead, we choose the present. Instead, we choose our peace, our calmness, our serenity. Instead, we choose the peace zone. Inside this peace zone, our new world beckons to us, and we accept. We can see things more clearly now. You can see things much more positively. Notice your peace is always positive. Notice that in your positiveness there is always peace. As you keep your eyes focused on the present day, there is always something positive and something peaceful. I choose to live my life in a positive, peaceful way. This becomes more automatic as I learn